Hello, my gorgeous light beings, my healers, my star seeds, my light workers. Welcome or welcome back to my channel, the Pleiadian Priestess. For those of you who have never been here before, welcome, okay? If you have, welcome back. Thank you for coming back. Today's reading is going to be a really straightforward, to the point reading about what do others say behind your back, what do people say when you're not around, what compliments do they give you, what uncompliments do they give you, what observations are people making about your life right now, essentially, okay? What are they saying, okay? So today we're once again going back to the format of you guys choosing your picture. So you're going to choose picture 1, picture 2, or picture 3 in front of you right now. Which one stands out to you, the number, the energy, the picture, whichever one. You're going to choose the one that you want, that resonates with you the most. And essentially you're going to choose that corresponding timestamp in the description box below. And I think that's about it. I'll definitely see you guys at your reading. I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know. I'm filming this after the fact, so the readings were very juicy. They were kind of like, it's never what I expect. I don't know what I expect when I'm doing readings, when I know whatever comes through is gonna come through. But it was cuter than I thought, more serious than I thought. So I guess lighthearted readings just aren't in my forecast, you know. But it was lighthearted in some places, other places it wasn't. So just, you know, keep all that into consideration when you're choosing your reading, okay? But that's all I have for you guys. I will see you guys at your reading. So choose your group and I will see you over there. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group ones. Welcome to your reading. If you chose group 1, however you chose group 1, welcome. Today, we're going to be getting into what do people say about you behind your back when you're not around. What compliments they give you, what non-compliments do they give you. We're going to get into all of that. It's going to be a pretty short reading because I don't have much time today, but we're going to get straight into it. Okay, I'm going to pull some cards for you guys. At the bottom of the deck, we have right now the 3 of Wands. So the 3 of Wands signifies to me that you are someone who is very adventurous and you walk the walk and you don't just talk the talk. So you are definitely someone who says what they say they're going to say, or no, who does what they say they're going to do. You know, and you say what you want to say and let the words come out. Honestly, I want to see you be brave, okay? So people say that you're brave. I feel like that's what I was trying to say, but it came out wrong. So you say what you mean, you feel however you want to feel about a situation, you say what you mean, and you do what you say, essentially, that kind of thing. Okay, so please, for group 1s, what people say about them behind their back, please. Spirit. Group 1, what do people say about them behind their back? I'm mostly just pulling from tarot cards today, no oracle cards. So whatever comes through. We have Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so you're someone who's successful. The cards are flying all over the place. You could be someone who's all over the place, okay? Or things just happen very miraculously in your life, because we have the Magician sprouting out as well. So first and foremost, we have the Ace of Pentacles with 2 cards that came up behind it, which is the 7 of Pentacles in reverse and the 3 of Cups. So these cards are meant to come out together. So essentially what I'm getting, let me just get a little vibe first. And Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles signifies you're someone who is very abundant, who you live in a garden or a world of your own making. Like I said, whatever you have around you, you've worked hard for it. No one can say you were like handed things you didn't deserve, because I feel like people who go after things, I'm hearing the phrase fortune favors the bold. So people who go after what they want, who are bold, who are courageous, walk the walk, not only talk the talk, are the people who get rewards for their actions. And you're that kind of person. So spirit is constantly, okay, let me go open the door for this fool. Do you want to go out? Yes or no? I'll be right back. Yes, group 1s, you not only talk the talk, you walk the walk. And I paused the reading at exactly 222. So you are someone who is always in alignment. So it kind of feels like everything always goes your way and happens for you, because like I said, you not only say you're going to do something, you actually make actions, you back that with actions. And that's why things seem to happen miraculously. But it's not miraculous if you really think about it. It's kind of what people could be saying as well. It's not really, people think that they're spoiled and they get whatever they want and but you don't see the hard work that goes into everything that they do. Essentially, 3 of Cups could be an all work, no play situation, since it did come out behind the Ace of Pentacles, okay? 7 of Pentacles in reverse as well. Kind of gives me, I'm hearing you don't stay in one place too long, or you don't stay at one job too long, you don't invest in one thing for too long, you're always up and on to the next one. always chasing after the newest adventure, which could be that Three of Pentacles. In reverse, I'm also hearing you don't have time for love, because at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I mean, the Ace of Cups in reverse. So we have aces. So I do feel like you're good at beginnings, but you're just as good at endings or leaving things unfinished, okay? So it's giving Aries energy the way they say Aries are the starters. They don't really normally finish anything. They start. And that's about it. They initiate, that kind of thing. You always go after things, but you may not finish it. So you have like a lot of unfinished projects, a resume full of jobs that you did, but you got bored kind of quickly. You could be someone who gets bored. The Three of Cups in reverse could also give me that as well. You're not someone who's like ever fully, it's like giving a Hamilton kind of energy. And what I mean by that is in the play Hamilton, he was never satisfied, no matter how successful, no matter how much money he got, no matter how much notoriety, no matter how many responsibilities, no matter how, you know, good his life was, he always wanted more and more and more. Greedy kind of energy, you know? So you always want more and more and more, and that's not always a bad thing, you know, but it's kind of like people could say you're never satisfied. You always want more. You're always going after more. You know, having $1 million isn't enough for you. You want to be a trillionaire, a bajillionaire, you know, that kind of thing. We also have the Magician, so that's what that in alignment means. Whatever you want always just comes your way and happens for you, which is why people could chalk it up to luck, and people are saying no, it's not luck, it's just them being very driven, you know. They're always looking for the newest thing, the next best thing, that kind of thing. They're always, I'm hearing they're light on their feet, quick on their toes. I'm hearing very charming, very good with people as well, which could be why things happen for you very miraculously, because when anyone is thinking of, hey, I need someone for this job, they automatically think of you. And it's not luck, it's just they know you're going to get it done, or you're someone who doesn't give up, or you're very driven, ambitious, that kind of thing. With Magician, not that they came out together, but I kind of put them together, placed them together when I was moving the cards to let Pluto out. Justice and the Magician together, it's like things are always working for your highest good. The universe is always showing up for you, that kind of thing. So people literally just think things happen magically in your life. Like you're the kind of person who gets every job they applied for, every position you wanted to do, you did. Every friend you wanted to make, you got. Every vacation you wanted to go on went on. Every boyfriend you wanted, or every guy you wanted you back. You know, every little situation just turns out in your favor. And it's mostly because you're very good with people. Like I said, you're just very driven, or things just seem, see now, something happened in the back of my throat. Things just seem to happen miraculously for you. Justice, you are someone who's very balanced, okay? Someone who's very well put together. Someone who's hard to ruffle your feathers, you know? You come off as someone who's very, I'm hearing without reproach. So you're definitely someone who, once you've made your decision, it doesn't matter whether it was a good decision or a bad decision, you're not going to be sitting there like hemming and hawing, or oh, maybe I shouldn't do that, or oh, I regret what I did. No, you say I did what I did, I said what I said, and I meant what I said, I meant what I did. I'm not taking it back, you know. Whether it turned out good or bad, it was a learning lesson either way, that kind of thing. That could be another reason why your fortitude, like you not stopping no matter what, is something that always gets you what you want. It's like you peak. Some people may think of it as a bad thing, you know, pestering or being just so arrogant, like I'm gonna get that job, I don't care, I'm gonna do whatever it takes, that kind of thing. People can see this as a bad thing, you can see this as a good thing, it depends, but that's what people are saying about you behind your back or when you're not around. With the Magician, like I said, you make things happen for you. Very magical kind of person. You have like an energy, a vibe about you that people can't quite explain or put their finger on. They just like you. You're not the kind of person who people say many bad things about. Like even if they're trying to insult you, it still sounds good when they're saying it to other people, that kind of thing. When people try to talk bad about you, it kind of comes back as them being petty or jealous in the end, you know, that kind of thing. So jobs are easy. You're someone who's very abundant. Like opportunities are always handed to you. Money, you always get money out of nowhere. You could be someone who's very easily you're able to convince someone to give you money. Like if you were to go and ask a stranger, like there's those people on social media who do that, you know, whether it's staged or not, they make it seem like it's real. There's this one girl, I'm thinking of two people actually, but the first girl that I ever saw was like was a white girl. I don't know her name, but she's like a blonde, and she would walk around like Beverly Hills, or what they call it, Rodeo Drive or something, the big fancy strip of fancy stores in LA, you know. And it was featured in that movie, what is it called, Pretty Woman. Is it Rodeo Drive? No, y'all know what I mean. Anyway, she would walk up to guys and say, can you buy me a Chanel bag? Can you buy me a this? Can you buy me a that? And 9 times out of 10, I promise you, the old men were buying her expensive bags. They were buying her expensive things. They were buying her expensive that. Buying her an expensive necklace, I believe, in one video. And the older guy was like, oh, sure. Like, you know what I mean? And I think he even offered her to be his sugar baby or something, and she was like, oh, okay. And we don't know that. I didn't really, you know, follow that whole situation, but that's literally what you're giving me. You walk up to someone and ask them for something, you get it, you know. You go out, people pay for your drinks. You go out, you get everything comped to you. You get the VIP section, you get upgraded, that kind of thing. You just have that energy, that air, you know. And you don't have to work very hard for it, because if you have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, you just get whatever you want, and you don't have to work very hard for it, whether you work hard for it or not. What people are saying is that it seems like you don't work hard for anything. Things just always turn out in your favor. You could use that mantra, like, everything's always working out in my favor, everything works out for me, I'm so lucky, that kind of thing. You affirm yourself. I don't know why I said it like that. You affirm yourself, okay? So you have a magical air, you get whatever you want. I'm hearing you turn, what do they say it? What do they say? I turn a dime into $1 or something like that. Or I turned a dime into 50 cents. Something that's saying where someone gives you money, you turn it into more. So you're also a hustler, is what I'm hearing. And I also, it's funny because I was on the train yesterday going to my friend's house. We were going out somewhere, and there was a guy who had a shirt that says, I hustle like I don't got no money, even if I do, you know. I hustle like I'm broke, that kind of thing on the back of his shirt. You will be that kind of person who's wearing that, or you wearing repping that mentality, like I work every day like I'm broke, like I have nothing, you know. That's how I work. Okay. At the bottom of the deck now, we have Ace of Cups. Yeah, you're not really very much focused on romantic. You're very much more focused on prosperity, traveling, living life to the fullest. That's what people are saying about you. Three of Cups. I kind of get you don't have much time to like play around a lot. It's what that's giving me as well. Because Three of Cups upright is someone who's always cheering. Maybe you're someone who doesn't drink. You know, you're very nunny. Not the right word. I'm hearing chastity, nunny, and I'm not saying that you're like that all the time, but it's kind of like people can never get a hold of you because you're always working, or you're always making something out of 15 cents, you know what I mean? Like, there's something about that saying. I can't get the whole thing, but it's kind of coming through. Yeah, but back to what I was saying about Three of Cups. You're not always out hanging, partying, drinking, getting drunk, doing drugs, all that kind of stuff. You're not that kind of person. You're always working, you know, hustle culture, like, you know. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords, but I felt the need to keep shuffling once I saw it, so I don't think that's a message for you. But the message for you is maybe you have like anxiety attacks because you expect yourself to do too much, you know. That could be like a message coming through as well, where you just overload yourself with responsibilities or worries, or where I'm going to get my next dollar, what is my next project going to be. It's giving like you can't sit still for too long, is what people say about you behind your back. And it could be because you literally have ADHD and you're just literally, your mind is running a mile a minute and you're always working, thinking of the next step. Even if you accomplish something, like you just got a job that same day, you're thinking of what can I do to move up in the company. So you never allow yourself to celebrate your small or even big wins because you're always thinking of the next thing, you know. That could be something that people say as well. The Knight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, it's giving ghosting. It's giving you're hard to get in touch with. I'm because I'm hard to get in touch with. The creeping up is what I can't F with. That's a Cardi B song. I just need you, baby. All I know is you don't hit my line no more. Oh, you don't make it ring, 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 ring. What? I can do this all alone. I want you to make it ring, 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 ring. Yeah. That's what the phone is saying. I mean, that's what the song is saying. In the song, she's like, you're not talking to me anymore. I'm always calling out and reaching out to you. That could be the kind of person you are as well. You just disappear off the face of the earth to your friends, family, whatever, because you're either working or you're very go with the flow, free. What did the lady call it? It's not pioneering. it's very nomadic kind of energy where you just get up and go on a vacation and you don't tell anyone and they just miss you for days and you're just like, I'm just traveling, what do you want from me? Like, you're not someone who needs that constant, you know, interaction with other people, with other humans, essentially, which is at the Three of Cups in reverse. You don't need to always be in groups. You don't need to do anything with anyone. You're the person that's going to get up and go to the movies by themselves, go on a trip by themselves, go on a hike by themselves, go to the movies by themselves. You don't need friend. Like, people always see you maybe by yourself is essentially what could be coming through as well. So Knight of Swords, you're hard to get in touch with because that's coming through again. You're not very good at talking, maybe, or responding. You ghost people, or it takes you forever to get back to them because you're always working. Two of Pentacles in reverse. There's no balance of work and play. That's literally what the Three of Cups was saying. You are always working, you're not playing. So you're someone who can come off as stuffy, nunny, you're not dating anyone, you're not having any like relations with people, letting the edge off, you're not texting people back, and they're just like, what do they do all the time? Like, why do they never have their phone? Why can't they ever respond? That kind of thing is coming through as well. So they're just like, you're all work and no play. And they know you to be someone who's very excited. So people want to be around you. They want to be in your energy, your presence, you're magnetic, charming, all of those things. But you're hard to tie down, essentially, because you're always gone with the wind. That movie could be important for someone. I'm going to get one more card because I feel like I said enough. And then we have the Nine of Swords. Yeah, that's literally the anxiety card coming through again. The Eight of Swords and Nine of Swords gives the same kind of energy. Except the Eight of Swords is like thinking of things that haven't happened. It's kind of like paralysis. What do they call it? Analysis paralysis for my INTPs out there. You're too busy thinking of all of the outcomes. You can't do anything, you know? Your mind's like, what if this happens? What if that happens? What if this happens? What if that happens? That it keeps you from doing anything, literally. And then the Nine of Swords is having you worry about all the things you didn't do or all the things you want to do. Is what the Nine of Swords is saying. Your mind is always working. You're always up late at night thinking of the next big thing. So your mind is never at rest. It's never at ease. For my group ones here, your mind is never at ease. And that's what people are always saying. You're always telling them you're always worried about something. You're always very high strung. That kind of thing is coming through. But yeah, you don't have time to play because you're always working. You don't have that nice balance of having fun, hanging out with friends, and then working. It's all work all the time, you know? But the Nine of Swords is in reverse, actually. So it's kind of like, because I did say with the Eight of Swords, I didn't feel comfortable saying that you overthink everything, but it's kind of like maybe you sleep, I'm hearing you sleep well at night knowing that everyone doesn't like you or you're making money while everyone else is having fun. I am getting a message from Spirit to tell you that it is okay to have fun. They are encouraging you to do things that you enjoy, not just working all the time, because you work, and you know, work, and mind the whole day through. Like, you're working all the time, and when will you have time to enjoy that money, you know? Which could be why you just get up and jet set and go places and do it by yourself, because all your friends don't have as much money as you. So it's like very lonely at the top. That's what they say. Your friends don't have as much money, so you're either paying for all of them, you know what I mean, to go with you because they don't have the money, so you're paying for them to go as well, or you're just going by yourself, or just not going at all. That analysis paralysis, you know, always thinking of something but not doing it. But I do feel like with the beginning, the energy I was getting for you is you do go after what you want. So I kind of feel like that's not really a problem for you. You have so many ideas though. You could literally have insomnia. You can't sleep, and it's not because you're worried about anything, you know. Particularly it's just that your mind is always going. Because ADHD is what it's giving me, and I'm talking like very fast in your group, and I usually do talk this way, but I know a lot of people will be like, what are you saying, huh, what? And what I'm noticing is that even though I'm talking really fast, I'm not like jumbling up my words, and I usually do that as well. So you're someone who talks really fast. People find that they can still understand you though, maybe sometimes, or maybe I'm talking fast because you understand fast talking, okay? Maybe some of you have a Virgo Mercury, Gemini Mercury, that kind of thing, where you just, that is like you're very already set too fast, you know, when you have any kind of prominent Mercury or Virgo, which is also ruled by Mercury, and Gemini placements, you know. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Wands. So you're a very good leader. And I do feel like you're someone that people flock to because of your feminine energy. There's like something about, like, I'm hearing sexually charged energy that surrounds you, that people just gravitate towards. So you just have like sex appeal is what I'm hearing. And that's why everybody wants to be around you, and you kind of have to like go off grid because people just use up all that sexual energy. Or maybe you're someone who doesn't want wham bam thank you ma'ams. You don't want third party situations. You don't want to be around people. You just want to be with you, yourself, and you, and maybe your close people. And you have all these energy vampires wanting to be around you, wanting to be in your energy, you know, wanting to soak up all the good stuff that you've accumulated in your life. And you're kind of like, nope, no leeches, you know, none of that allowed here. We also have a black cat, so you do give off black cat energy. For people who know the whole social media trend where we have our black cat women, which are very mysterious, quiet, demure, if you will. Let me stop. I can't stand myself. You can be funny as well. You make jokes. You do accents. You know, put on sometimes, like, you know, very demure. It's giving old money kind of thing. You could come from old money for some of you, a small bit of you. But that could be a thing as well. But it's like you give that energy that I'm above you, you know, chin up. Looking down on people is the kind of vibe that people say behind your back. You just give off that. People call it Lady Diana energy. That's what they used to say about my mom. How she would come to babysitter and look down on the other kids because she was the quiet, reserved, demure, well-behaved child, and then all the kids were being raggedy, and she would just sit on the couch looking down on them like, ugh, peasants, you know. So you give off Lady Di energy, fancy, uppity, but she wasn't mean with it. It was just like, I have a special energy. You feel that energy when I'm here. It's also giving Michael Jackson. Like, everybody just love that man, child. That's the energy you give off, and everybody wants to be around that. But everybody, you don't want to be around that. You know, everybody wants to be around you, but you don't necessarily want to be around everyone else. Is the vibe that's coming through here, and that's what people could say as well. You're hard to get in touch with. Yeah, exactly. That song is coming through. You know, I love you, but you're hard to get in touch with. You know. So people could say, I love the girl, but she just never on her phone. She never answers back. I love the guy, but he's always busy working, hustling. I can never get in touch with him, you know? Like, they're very flighty, essentially, in a way. But that's what I'm getting for you guys. And look how she's not making eye contact. She's just like literally in the face of just looking off in the distance, like austere, very stern, very in control of their surroundings and other people. Like, you control the energy in the room is what I'm getting, because the wands, like, very much energetic exchange wands, okay? Whether it's physical energy or emotional energy, sacral energy, you're exchanging energy with others. So you would come off as someone who's very creative and passionate about anything that they do or what they believe in, okay? And that's why things work out so well for you. You could be someone who works in the arts, or you have a artistic passion, you know, that drives you, or that you put a lot of energy into, and people just admire you for that, because like I said, with that 222 energy, you're always in alignment and things are always working out for your highest good. You know, things always work out for me because they do. I'm so lucky, that kind of thing. I always get what I want, that kind of vibe, you know. And that's what I have for you guys. That is your group 1. That is what people say when you're not around, what the compliments they give you, what they say about you behind your back, all that kind of stuff. I hope it resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. We'd love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me. Use my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 2s. Welcome to your reading. However you chose your reading, however you got here, welcome. Today we're going to be getting into what do people say when you're not around, essentially what people say behind your back, what compliments they give you, what maybe non-compliments they give you. We shall see what comes through. We got a little bit of both in group 1, so we're gonna get a little bit of both in here, I'm sure. But we're gonna see what they say. Thanks for being here. You know, like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. If you want a personal reading, you just use my email in the description box, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can with the menu and all that kind of stuff. But let's get into it. Oop, I was supposed to see the bottom of the deck energy. The bottom of the deck energy is Page of Wands in reverse. I'm hearing you have a very youthful energy or youthful air about you, but you may not look very youthful. You could be someone who's older, but you still have that youthful essence and joy around you. Maybe you do look very youthful and jovial is what I'm hearing, or cherubic, where you have the chunky cheeks and you have red in your cheeks and you look very lively and windswept is what I'm getting as well. But the Page of Wands in reverse definitely more so gives me you're not immature, but you just have that youthful energy about you. So this is not saying you're immature or you're childish at all, but you just have that glow, that air, that, you know, when you see kids, you're just like, oh, they're so cute, you know. That's the energy I'm already getting from you guys, my group 2s. So we're going to, you could be someone who's a little indecisive. People could say you never make a choice. You don't know how to decide things for yourself. You're always asking for outside opinions, maybe, or when your guy, girl, friend, whatever asks you, what do you want to eat? I don't know. Where do you want to go? I don't know. Where should we go? I don't know. You're that kind of person, indecisive. So I got a peek of the 2 of swords for a second. So for group 2, here we have the 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, I do think you're a very well-rounded, well-balanced individual. This came out in group 2, but in reverse, so we're already getting a different meaning for you. This is the work and play card, okay? You balance, you know, things in your life very well-rounded. Like I said, you work just enough, you play just enough, you don't go overboard in one area of your life, in any one area, I should say. When you eat in moderation. When you drink in moderation. You're not outside getting, you know, ish-face drunk all the time. You're not eating more than you should. You're not watching more TV than you should. You just do everything just right, you know. That movie is also coming through as well with Queen Latifah and Common, where I think her last name was right, or his name was right, and she ended up getting his last name when they ended up together in the movie or something. That's coming through. You could be someone who, yeah, maybe you're someone who's like chunkier, has some weight on them, because that was one of the things about the movie, where Queen Latifah wasn't the conventionally attractive person, but she had things going for her. She had goals. She was very pleasant to be around, okay? And then she also had like very youthful features, because like I said, she's chunky, and then once you have that extra baby fat or whatever kind of fat, I'm hearing cortisol fat as well around your face, it gives you that chunky childlike glow, okay? So some of you may very well just look like very, you know, kitty young for your age. But yeah, I'm getting Queen Latifah. Maybe some of you could be PTs, physical trainers, you know. You help athletes, you know, get back in shape, or you just work out a lot and you know the good exercises to keep your body very youthful and young. Even if you are someone who's in their 50s, 60s, 30s, 40s, you look very young because you take care of your body and do everything the way it's supposed to be done. We have the 9 of Cups in reverse. We have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. For what people say about you, 9 of Cups in reverse. Maybe you've had a hard life, and people look at you and can see that hard life on your face, or they see that, I'm hearing haunted expression in your eyes. Even if you do look youthful, there's something about your eyes that says you've been around the block, you've been through some things. You're not someone to be taken lightly. That kind of vibe is definitely what I'm getting. 9 of Cups in reverse. You haven't had the best life. You are not someone who just gets what you want all the time. You're someone who had to fight tooth and nail for every single thing that you've ever gotten, which is why you know how to get up on time. You know how to go to work on time, because you've never had a choice not to. It's kind of the vibe I'm getting. So people who are talking about you either know your life story because you told them, or they just like get that vibe. Some people are very intuitive. So the people who could look at you or view you see you as very intuitive. So it's kind of like, even, see, intelligent eyes in a hunger pang frame. And when he said hi, I forgot my dang name, set my heart aflame, every heart of something. This is not a game. You strike me as a woman who has never been satisfied. Now, I was gonna say that for you guys, but I said it for group 1. I didn't want to repeat myself. You guys are never satisfied, because 9 of Cups is someone who gets whatever they want. 9 of Cups in reverse is someone who's never been satisfied, okay? And I said the whole Hamilton bit again, so maybe some of you are coming from group 1 and you feel called to group 2 as well. You're never satisfied, and this is coming 2 times over if you watch group 1. No matter what Hamilton got, no matter how many jobs, how much money, the wife, the kids, you know, the best friends, all of that. He served his country. He was a war hero. All those things, no matter how much he got, he was never satisfied. He always wanted more and more and more and more and more. And that could definitely be something that is with you. 9 of Cups in reverse. You're just unsatisfied. You're always going through life, and you have never truly gotten what you wanted. Emotionally could be the thing as well. You're someone who is always left unsatisfied by relationships. You're always looking, you're always longing, always searching. That could be something that's coming through. But yeah, what Angelica was saying in that song was, she saw intelligent eyes in a hunger pang frame. So his eyes were very alert, very smart, very demure, very mindful. I can't stand myself. I'm so sorry. This trend still got a hold on me, guys. It's gonna take it some time, okay? But he's like, you see how I came to the interview is how I show up to the job. That could have something to do with you as well. The way you show up to the interview is how you show up to the job. Like, you're not someone who's walking around. Like I said, you've never had the opportunity to do those things, to slack, to not go to work, to not dress up, you know, and be taken seriously. You have to always dress right, just right, you know. Just right. See, just right keeps coming through. It's giving freaking Goldilocks, you know, when she had to keep trying different things until she found what was just right for her. So you could be someone who's very experimental, who's tried a lot of different things, and you finally found the thing that works for you, because we have the Two of Pentacles signifying that everything is just right, just as it should be. And it took you a while to kind of find the routine, the schedule, the job, the purpose, life purpose, the career, the major at school. It took you some time to find what was just right for you, the way it took Goldilocks some time to find the porridge that was right for her. It always took her the last try, the third try, I guess I should say, to get what was right for her, okay? So like I said, you don't have any time to not do what works best for you, because you've had a hard life. And Hamilton was in a hunger pang frame because he came from nothing, essentially, like less than humble backgrounds that man came from, but his eyes always shone through. So there could be something here about your eyes always shining through. And if I look at this Two of Pentacles card, I'm using the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck. You know, it's someone who's juggling between two Pentacles. So you could be someone who is decisive or indecisive. I'm not sure. Like I said, the Two of Swords I saw briefly, okay? Or I'm hearing you see things from two different perspectives. Maybe the perspective of someone who came from nothing, and the perspective of someone who's now drugged themselves out of nothing. You got to see both sides of the coin, you know? Some people grow up poor and they never get to see the side of having money. Some people grow up with money and never get to see the side of not having money. You could have both. You came from not having nothing, less than humble beginnings like Hamilton, and then he was able to see how the other half lived and was still not satisfied. So it's kind of like, what do you want, child? What the hell you want, child? You know? Anyway, that's what I'm getting for you a little bit. That's what people say behind your back. You're never satisfied, or you always know what you want. You either don't know what you want, or in some things you know what you want, you know, and in others you don't. Because in the Two of Pentacles, this person's looking at only one coin and forgetting the other coin, you know? And then there's like a ship going up and down, up and down. So you've been through trials and tribulations. You've been through this job and that job and the fourth, the fifth, like I said, trying all these things to find what works for you. And it took a lot out of you, because we have the Five of Pentacles here in reverse though. So it means eventually you found your footing, but with the Five of Pentacles energy coming out, there's a sense of abandonment, of not being happy, of being a little forlorn, you know, left out in the cold. So maybe you have abandonment issues, and that's something that people know about you, or you've told people because you're very open and vocal about what you've been through. That could be a thing as well. But there's something here about you becoming a little bit more grounded, more steady, more stable, and people have seen you make that change, you know. The other card we have here, I'm not sure how it's supposed to come out, so let me just do that and see. The Hangman upright, okay? So you are someone who takes your time with things. You're very, I'm hearing austere. I don't know what that really means right now. It's not coming through, but it came through. So you're someone who's very austere. You're someone who's very stern is also what I'm hearing. So you're definitely someone who is, you take your time with. So people think you take forever, or you're too mindful. Let me stop. You're someone who thinks twice before you say something. So you're not reactive is what I can say. If someone gets you upset, you're not going to cuss them on, like, or fight them. You're going to take a step back, be very like removed from the situation, and make your decision, or be very thoughtful in how you respond to certain things. And that can kind of irk people sometimes. But it's like, oh my gosh, this person is so reserved, and they're just always in thinking mode. You could be someone who's always in your head. The Hangman energy is someone who's very enlightened. Their crown chakra is illuminated, even when their world is upside down. So you could be someone who always knows the right way forward, even when things don't seem clear, which is why we have that Two of Pentacles. You know what I'm getting in my head? That game where people put like, there's 3 cups, and people put a pebble under one cup, and they keep moving that cup around, and you have to decide or figure out where the cup is, or keep your eye on that one cup. That's your one goal. Nothing is going to stop you or remove you or disstable you. No, distract you from your goal. So if someone puts a pebble under the cup and that's the cup you want, you're keeping your eye on that cup. Even no matter how many times they move it around, your eye is staying on the prize, on the goal. So even if something's like gonna take you out of your energy or make you lose a job or something like that, if you don't go out or you don't do it, or if your friend's like, oh, come out with us, you know, but you know you have work the next day, you're gonna be like, no, I'm gonna stay home. You know, work is more important. My livelihood is more important. I don't want to go out right now. And you're making the wise decision because you thought about it with the hangman energy. The hangman is someone who's taking a break, who's like, you're removing themselves from the outside world and is only listening to their inner voice, okay? And that's essentially what you are known for. People say about you, you always make sound decisions, you know, which is why you're austere. I think that means like stern, or like, I'm hearing wily as well. And those like people who are, I don't know, like when someone is wily, it's just like I'm just getting like one of those lanky, what do they call those things? Those strings that we had that we could just like put down the steps and it would keep going and keep going and keep going. Like very flexible is kind of what I'm getting. You're quick on your feet, adaptable. No matter what happens, you take it in stride and you keep going, you know? The way that thing would just keep slinky. It was a slinky. It would keep slinking down the stairs and never stop. And even if you would twist it or whatever, it was like very movable, you know? So you move with the weather. Like I'm getting like a more serious air from you guys for real. So I feel like you have been through some things. You've lived some life. And we have the Nine of Swords. So yes, you think very deeply and you worry a lot and you have anxiety, which could be why you have a hard time making decisions, why you're always scared of people abandoning you because you think you take too long to do things. You could be someone who removes yourself from a friend group because you could be the person who's like, oh, they don't like me anymore because I don't know how to make any decisions. You're always just like kind of bashing yourself, or you think too less of yourself is essentially kind of what I'm getting. You don't think enough of yourself. So you would rather remove yourself from a situation than have someone leave you. So you want to leave before you get left is what I'm getting. So first of all, group 2, someone out there in y'all business, or people in y'all business, because these are some deep topics coming through. The whole maybe never having enough, coming from very humble beginnings, you know, intelligent eyes and a hunger pang frame, you always removing yourself from conflict or becoming very reserved, not knowing how to fight for something, you being very austere. And I feel like it's hard to read is what austere means. I could be wrong, probably am, who knows. And then I'm hearing slinky, you just keep going, you don't stop, you know, that kind of thing. And then the Nine of Swords, where you have like very heavy anxiety, you don't know how to sleep at night because all the things you did. You're kind of the person who, like I said, on social media, you see posts or memes like, oh, when you are up at 3 a.m. thinking of you falling down the stairs at one time in 2nd grade. Like those things come and bite you. You have a hard time getting over stuff, you know? It's kind of the energy that I'm getting for you guys. My group 2s, what do people say behind their back, please, when they're not around? My group 2s, what do people say behind their back or when they're not around? Please, Spirit, what do they say? And then we have the 8 of Swords. We have similar cards to group 1. This could be another side of your personality if you did choose group 1. But 8 of Swords and 9 of Swords, like I said in group 1, give me the same kind of energy because the 8 of Swords is thinking of all the things that could happen, that haven't happened yet, but you're kind of psyching yourself out. The anxiety, for example, I feel like the movie Inside Out 2 explained and debunked, or not debunked, but really like cut anxiety to the quick real bad in that movie, because basically Riley is now like 13, becoming a teenager, going to high school or middle school, wherever she's going, and she's trying to be popular. That's when your puberty kicks in and you start caring what people think about you, and you don't want to hang out with your parents anymore because you want to be cool and you want to be accepted, and you become more aware of your body and how you smell and how people perceive you, and then you just start getting really nervous and anxious and you want to be liked. And that's when they introduce anxiety into Riley's life in Inside Out 2. But the thing about it is anxiety had like all the emotions or people in Riley's mind working so hard, thinking of all the bad things that can happen. It was just like a never-ending machine of negative thoughts and things that have not happened yet. You've never experienced. Your mind is just saying, what if, what if, what if, what if. You kind of get stuck. and you can't move forward, and that's a hangman energy. You're scared to go after what you want or do what you want because you're always just stuck in that what if. And I called it analysis paralysis in group 1 because that's literally what it is. For my INTPs out there, or people who resonate heavily with that, Virgos, Aquarius, Gemini, who see things from all kinds of angles, who are very scared, reserved. I keep hearing demure, so Scorpio is coming through as well for whatever reason. Like, just my reserved. I'm also hearing for austere, I'm getting Capricorn. So basically all the freaking earth signs, and then the very intense, quiet, subdued, thoughtful signs. Okay, we'll go with antisocial. Maybe your someone who's antisocial with the hangman energy. Like I said, your friends say, come out, let's hang out. You're just like, no, I have work the next day, or no, I'm not feeling really well, or my mental state isn't the best, so I'm gonna stay home. But back to what I was saying with the whole analysis paralysis, you're too busy thinking of all the bad things and the bad outcomes, and it's always the bad ones. It's never the good ones, it's always the bad ones. Like, you're preparing for the worst before the worst has even ever happened. And that's the kind of person people say you are. You're very scared, anxiety, like, stop Riley from doing stuff. I believe in one point in the movie, there was like a picture she took, or she had, or she wanted to know if the coach was going to pick her for the hockey team, and the older kids told her, oh, coach just keeps her notes in the her office, you should go look and see what she thinks about you. And then she breaks into the office to read the notes, and just like, why would you do that? Like, instead of believing in yourself and your skills, you're going and doing things you should not be doing, you know, that kind of thing. So maybe some of you are like maybe gullible or easy to sway, or you just worry a lot about all the things you shouldn't worry about, which is why you're never going to be happy. Because even if you are happy, you're thinking of the worst that could happen the next day or in 2 minutes, you know? You think too much, overthinker. And the Eight of Swords is only you have the freedom to free yourself from that. And even after the Eight of Swords, we have the Nine of Swords, where it comes to you just can't sleep now because your mind is cooking up all these things, working in overdrive and overtime, thinking all the bad things that could happen that have not even happened yet. That's what people are saying about you behind your back. Here we have the Star. They're like, you have so much potential. It's funny how I said Aquarius and now the Aquarius is coming through. For the Hangman, we have Pisces energy as well, which is like very 12th house. You could have like very dark, you could have like a lot of addictions or depression or dark thoughts, okay, that kind of thing. But with the Star here, it's just like, you could be someone who's dug yourself out of that, and people see you, they see you for who you are briefly. So it's like someone who is depressed, for example, people have seen you happy, they've seen you very positive, but when the depression takes you, you're unrecognizable, you know? People have seen you, they've seen your potential. They see you as someone who goes so far and can shine so brightly, but you don't believe in yourself the way others believe in you. That's what people are saying about you when you're not around. I wish they would believe in themselves the way we believe in them. I wish they saw what we saw in them. I wish they knew how brightly they shone, and how they're such a light for other people in their life, and how we look up to them. And I wish they saw those things that we see in them. And that's what they're kind of saying. Like, you give so much hope and faith, and I feel like the people who have been hurt the most and have experienced the most pain spread the most joy. And it's giving Robin Williams, where he was like such a figurehead in our lives. He was a genie, he was Mrs. Doubtfire, he was in Pan, like he was in so many movies. He was in Good Will Hunting, he was in Poet Society, I believe, Dead Poet Society. He was in so many freaking movies that we look back now and it's just like, that man was suffering, but he brought us so much joy. And you're that kind of person. I know this person is suffering, but I wish they saw how beautiful and how much light they give us, and they spread in the world. I wish they believed that about themselves. I wish they saw themselves for beautiful, for being brilliant, for being this freaking whip smart person. And I wish they would not let these demons win, is what people could be saying about you, or most likely are saying about you. So you are really intelligent, really smart, but there is something here very subdued or antisocial about you, where it's hard for people to see you, you know? Even though you have like a very balanced life, when you are out, you could still kind of be overtaken by overthinking or anxiety or stuff like that, or ADHD or something that stops you from fully shining the way people have seen you shine, when there's nothing holding you back, and they wish that that was you all the time. And then we have Five of Cups. Yeah, so I know it wasn't bugging. I'm feeling like a lot of heavy energy here, and people just like want to hug you, they want to heal you, they want you to be happy. They don't think you're happy. You come off as someone, like I said, is never satisfied, who's never happy, who good things happen to, but you never fully appreciate it because you're always like in a funk or in the dark place, in the sunken place, I should say, you know. But we have Five of Cups here, which is sadness, which is crying over spilled milk, worrying about all the things you shouldn't worry about, worrying about what happened here, that you lost your job, but not remembering that you have a 50,000 savings built up. Yeah, you lost your job, but you'll be fine for a good minute. You lost a boyfriend, but you're forgetting that you have beautiful, amazing friends, and love is always right around the next corner, you know? You're crying over, what can I say? It's like spilled milk, things that can be fixed when there's still more to come. There's still greatness to be had, you know? Maybe you started something or did something that didn't turn out the way you wanted it to, and you stay in that very sunken place energy for the longest time, not knowing that better is around the way, or never looking on the bright side, very pessimistic kind of thinking. And as I'm doing this whole reading, I just keep thinking of one artist. Her name is Julia Michaels. And she sings like she's a Scorpio as well, which is funny how I mentioned Scorpio. She's like very sad girl, very always talking about her mental health issues. She has a lot of songs about it. You know, she's antisocial. She doesn't want to go out. Then she has FOMO when she sees her friends out, but she knows that she don't want to go out. And it's just like a lot of ups and downs she goes through in her life, essentially. And I just keep thinking of her, how she's always saying she's depressed and how she like finds little things to be happy about, but then she spreads so much joy, because I love her music so much, and so many people do. And she, like, we feel seen when we're, you know, we listen to her music, and she's so beautiful and she's gorgeous, but she has body issues, and it's just like, how can you not believe how beautiful you are? We see it, why can you not see it? That was what people could be saying about you. You're just gorgeous. Your soul is gorgeous. Your talents are gorgeous. Your brain is gorgeous. Your body is gorgeous, but you don't see that in yourself. You shine so bright. So many people want to be around you. So many people love you and appreciate you and look up to you, and you inspire people, but you will never see that for yourself, because your mind is always your worst enemy, with the Nine of Swords or the Eight of Swords coming out upright, and the Five of Cups as well, and the Five of Pentacles coming through as well. It's like you always feel like you're walking alone in the world, even though in this Five of Pentacles card, there's someone walking beside her. There's two people in the car, but you're the kind of person who, even if you have someone next to you, you feel alone in the room. Even if you're in a room full of people, you feel alone. And these things you cannot help. Like, your mind could be your worst enemy, and that's just how some people are programmed. So no matter how much people are talking about you, saying they want you to change, don't ever feel guilty, because that's a them problem. Honestly, it's in good, it has good intentions behind it, but don't ever think, because this is going to add to even more overthinking, I fear, you know. So don't think there's anything wrong with you. There is not. You are beautiful, like everybody's been saying in the reading. You're gorgeous, but your mind kind of like overtakes you, and you don't believe when people say you're smart, you're intelligent, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous. You just think they're lying or telling what you want to hear, or they're just saying that because they're your friends. It's like, no, they actually believe this, you know. But Five of Cups is like crying over things that can't be helped, things that can't be fixed, things that there's no need to worry about or worry, you know, or expend, you know, useful energy on, you know. But you're just like a healing person for everyone else, because the star is also healing. The star is, you know, having star qualities. Everyone, you know, flocking to you and seeing what you, wanting to know what you have to say, but you not thinking that anyone cares. Even though people ask you all the time, how are you doing? They don't care. They're just asking. No, they actually care. Like, when is your next song coming out? They don't actually care. We do. That's why we're asking. Do you want to go out somewhere? They don't really want to hang out with me. They do. That's why they're asking. Like, those kinds of things is what people could be saying about you. Like, people have never seen you like fully happy and your wishes coming true. And it's funny how we have the two cards that represent wishes coming true, the Star and the Nine of Cups. Only one is in reverse, and it's the one that actually means wish fulfillment. The Star is more so healing and moving on and keeping that balance between, you know, what your mind is saying and what is actually happening in front of you. So maybe dissociating is what I'm getting, is when you dissociate, you kind of go into your shell, you're very much in your mind, you know, that kind of thing. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah, there's something here about you needing more love, or you not having that love. People are wondering, how is someone as beautiful as you not in a relationship? It's like, nobody wants me, and there's 5 guys around you. We want you. Like, look, in the Three of Cups, this person's, you know, crying over 3 cups. You know, Three of Cups is like happiness, you know. I'm hearing lethargy, but that's not what the Three of Cups means. It's happiness, a celebration, is spending time with people that you love and who fill your cup up. But this person is crying over that, the loss of that. And if they were to turn around, they still have 2 cups left, you know? So things that you're, you know, it's not an ungrateful energy, but it's just like you don't realize just how much abundance you have in your life, you know? You're like, oh, I lost my friends, or nobody's talking to me or whatever, and there's still 2 cups behind you. And 2 cups is soulmates, whether it's a friendship soulmate, a love soulmate. There's people who want to be with you, who love you in your life, you know. Or this could be them talking to their other people, what they're saying behind your back. I love her so much, I want to be with her, but she just doesn't see me that way. Or, you know, I've given her so many signs, she's purposely ignoring it, or does she really not know? Like, you know what I mean? It's a little bit of that coming through. But yeah, like sometimes you're just oblivious to certain things. Like people wanting to be with you, the happiness you have surrounding you, your talents, your joy, your inspiration to others, that kind of thing. But I think that's all that I have for you guys, honestly, because I keep going around in circles and circles. So I'm gonna just end it right here. And even in the Five of Cups card, he is crying over 3 cups, but in the distance, there's a bridge. So it's literally the whole phrase, build the bridge and get over it. They can walk to the bridge and go and find sanctuary, or find safety, or find a coven, or find people to be with, but they won't, or they don't, because they're too busy looking down. If they were just look up, they would see the house for them to be in. And the Five of Pentacles did come out for you guys. So it's like you're thinking that you don't have anywhere to go, but you really do, essentially. And that's what people are saying. If you would just look up and look around, you would see all the love you have, or all the love you could have. You're just not, is essentially what's coming through for you guys. But I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. We'd love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you watch this reading. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 3s. Welcome to your reading. If you chose group 3 some way, somehow, you ended up here, then you were in the right place, and you chose to pick group 3, then you're in the right place. Today we're going to be getting into what do people say when you're not around, what do they say behind your back, what compliments they give you behind your back, what non-compliments they give you behind your back. We're going to get into it all because we got into it all for group 1 and group 2. It is not going to be the longest reading today, so just keep that in mind. Group 2 is probably went longer than I thought, but I just feel like they need some extra messages. You guys will see what comes through for you guys, okay? So the bottom of the deck for the longest time was the Knight of Wands. And I'm not sure if it was supposed to be upright in reverse, but I'm just gonna say that you are someone who has a lot of energy, okay? You go after what you want, okay? You could be someone who's a little like very confident, or maybe arrogant, or a little of both of those things. You like, because sometimes confidence can easily turn into arrogance. So some of you could be confident, some of you could be arrogant. I'm pretty sure you would know where you fall or where you stand, okay? Excuse me. But yeah, maybe you could be someone who like interrupts conversations, because like when I was finishing group 3, I was like cut off for a long amount of time, or not long, but for a little bit before I could start your group. So it could be something here about you taking long breaks, or you going long times without speaking to people, or I'm hearing meditation, something along those lines. It can either apply or it doesn't. I just want to mention everything that's coming to mind right now, because that's usually like when the most accurate messages come through, okay? So you take long breaks. Maybe at work you take long breaks. That could be coming through as well. Or you take like social media breaks, or you take long vacations from work, or you're always traveling, always going somewhere, always on the move, always hiking, biking, swimming, that kind of thing. Knight of Wands, like a constant energy, like is giving Tasmanian Devil from Looney Tunes, where he just never stopped and chaos just seems to follow you. That could be a thing as well. You're very hyper, okay? You're very social, very friendly, that kind of thing. And the Knight of Wands can always come through very selfish. We have to give the negative traits as well that come with the cards. But now at the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Pentacles, which is someone who's very possessive. Maybe you're someone who's stingy or selfish, okay? Like I said, like the Nine of Wands can be, or you're definitely someone who's very protective of those around you. You're a saver. You're very stingy with your money. You're Mr. Krabs. Okay, that's the best example I can give. Mr. Krabs is SpongeBob. You're spending all my monies. Like that kind of vibe. Who else is a penny pincher? Julius from Everybody Hates Chris. For my people who watch that show, who love that show, you're a Julius. You're a Mr. Krabs. Who else was a cheapo? Like, I'm getting some sitcom dad that wasn't Julius, that was like very big about money and not spending all the money, you know. But you're giving that kind of person, essentially. You save. You're going to save your money rather than spending it, okay? Or you save your money to make big, extravagant purchases. You're very show-offy. Is also a Nine of Wands kind of energy as well. But I don't want to dwell too much on that because it was there. But now at the bottom of the deck is the Four of Wands when I kept shuffling, when I chose to, like, start your reading, okay? So we're going to get into what do people say about you when you're not around, what compliments they give you, what non-compliments they give you. We have the Six of Swords. Yes, you could be someone who's literally always traveling, or you heal as a profession, you know, either or. I feel like it could be a mixed bag. Sometimes people can take your confidence for arrogance, and that's why I said it depends if you resonate with it or not. Because some people just be mad that you be feeling yourself, you love yourself, you are very vocal about your abilities, your talents, your achievements, that kind of thing, and then immediately you're arrogant. You would know if you're arrogant because you always talk about yourself. You don't allow people to talk about themselves, that kind of thing. So people could be saying you're arrogant, but you're really not. That's just how they view you, and it could be just some haters out there, okay? So Six of Swords is always healing, moving on from troubled waters. We have a freaking 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, you got it like that. You got money because you're always saving instead of spending. Yeah, that's you. You're the saving friend. And you're always telling your friends, are you sure you want to buy that? Maybe you should invest it. Maybe you're good at investing things. You're very good at making money, or you believe in the whole slow and steady wins the race, okay? Because the slow and steady and built you the 10 of Pentacles. You're definitely the friend who's building generational wealth. So people consider you very high in demand, high maintenance. They consider you bougie, which could, like I said, then go into you're arrogant and you think too much of yourself, or you're overly confident, or you always get what you want, that kind of thing. It can easily turn hateful and spiteful instead of just recognizing your hard work and your efforts as they should be, you know, admired. So how do people view them? Here we have the Eight of Swords. So far this has come through for all three groups, so there could be someone who's watching all three groups, okay? And also we have two swords energy, so like a lot of mental mind things going on in your mind, okay? You can be someone who's very contemplative. You keep to yourself. That's Four of Pentacles energy as well. You kind of keep yourself very grounded, very reserved, away from everyone else. That could be an energy coming through. But so far in each card, you could be a big family person. I was going to say, so far in each card, we have just people by themselves. But in the 10 of Pentacles, we have people around you. So family is important to you, okay? You have a good job, is what they're saying. They always see you with the newest, finest stuff. They never see you looking riggedy and raggedy. You're always going on vacations. You're always traveling here. You always smell of the finest perfumes. And you're always dropping money like it's nothing. See, and now that's completely opposite to what I was getting in the beginning, where you hold on to your money very tightly. But it could be you're very frugal in some places, so you can be extravagant in other places, you know? You only like the finest food, so you don't wear that much expensive clothes, or you wear it all, and you have your money because you held on to it and you invested it. That could be coming through as well. People just think you're rolling in dough. I'm hearing you never fumble the bag. We have the Eight of Cups in reverse. What do people say about you behind your back? Eight of Cups in reverse. I'm hearing you're loyal. And I'm hearing, let's just be honest. Let's just be real. You're someone who's very honest as well. I'm hearing honest Abe. So definitely a family-oriented person. You could be someone who wants a family, and that's what people are saying about you, but you could be scared to start a family or something. Or maybe you're worried you're too old to start a family. That could be something people are saying as well. Like, you're the family person they always thought would have kids by now, but you don't. That could be a small message coming through for some of you. What are people saying about my group threes behind their back, please, Spirit? What are they saying about my group threes behind their back? We have the freaking 10 of Cups. Wow. Yeah, you seem to have it all. You seem to have it all, but you don't realize you have it all. Maybe with the Eight of Cups. I mean, oh, with the Eight of Swords, I meant to say, but we did have the Eight of Cups come out. So emphasis on 8 of Cups energy. But we have it in reverse. Yeah, you don't give up very easily. It's kind of giving me, I'm not getting that you stay in relationships longer than you should, but it's like giving me you're the friend who has the family, or you have the long-term connection, or you have the fiance, or you have that partner, husband, and you guys are just waiting in blissful marital bliss to have kids after. Like, you have your life together, you guys both have good jobs, you guys have a nice house, like I said, you go on vacation. Like, the quintessential American dream is what you guys are living right now, is the vibe that I'm getting for you guys, okay? Which is that Nine of Wands energy. You're way ahead of everyone else, and they think that you could come off as arrogant, but you're just not. I don't think so anyway. 10 of Cups, you're very emotionally happy and fulfilled by your job or the people around you, your family, or the things you do. Yeah, the 6 of Swords is giving me you're always on a vacation somewhere. You're always traveling. You never sit down. You're always here, there, and everywhere. We have a lot of energy. That's the Knight of Wands energy coming through as well again. We have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Eight of Swords in reverse. For how do people say what they say about you? Maybe you hold a lot back. It's giving me the energy of people always wanting to be your business and ask you how you got that money. Since it's kind of coming out under the 6 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles at the same time, the way I set the cards out, it's right in the middle of both the cards. Those kind of people ask you what you do to get your money or what you did to become so successful, and you don't tell them, and it's like you're very quiet or close-lipped about how you do certain things, or you're very private is what I'm getting as well. You don't talk about your home life or your family life or your love life in public with other people. So it's giving very reserved. I don't know, I'm hearing demure. Like, he's coming through for all groups. Everyone can't be demure, so stop. We may have some people watching who are demure all the time, okay? Yeah, 8 of Swords, I'm hearing you don't realize how good you have it. And I said that and looked at the bottom of the deck, and we have the 10 of Swords here. So you could be someone who keeps to yourself because you've been betrayed a lot. Or, yeah, I'm going to stick with what I said. You've been betrayed a lot, so it's hard for you to trust people. Maybe you're someone who doesn't always say what they want to say. So if someone gets on your nerves, you don't really cuss them out. You just kind of stay quiet. I'm hearing you let a lot of things that go over your shoulders because you may be scared of confrontation. You lock yourself in a box a lot. So it's like you keep everyone out around you. It's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. That's more so like 7 of Wands energy, but I'm getting that energy from the 8 of Swords. Where it's like you trap yourself in a box or in a jail. You don't allow people to, like, get to know you. We have the 8. I keep saying 8. 8 can be important. 888 at this point, y'all. Just give it to them. And 1010 can be important. But the Star in reverse, you've lost hope. And then we have the High Priestess in reverse. Wow. Let me get one more card. I may have to clarify a few of these cards, but. And we have the Ace of Wands. You have like a lot of fire, a lot of passion. Maybe you're someone who has a lot of ideas and a lot of, I want this to happen, or I want. But not any follow through maybe could be coming through. Or you're just someone who is very ambitious, sometimes overly ambitious. And you always want everything to happen in your favor, and it doesn't always work out that way. And maybe you lose a bit of steam when you don't get what you want, which can mean like you're like a little bratty or pouty or tantrum, you throw tantrums. It's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. For some of you, whether you're men or women, you give off big dick energy, okay? Some of y'all are packing if you're men, and people know that, and they talk about that. They talk about the things. People talk a lot about your job with the 10 of Pentacles, your family. So people are talking a lot about your family life, your home life. People are talking a lot about your love life with the 10 of Cups, okay? If you're in a relationship, talk a lot about your relationship and the relationship you have with someone else, okay? Your partner, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, girlfriend. If you have multiple girlfriends, I mean, this pod could be maybe polyamorous, and people talk about the multitude of girlfriends you have, and they're like, how do you have enough time and energy? Or I'm hearing DI, the male member region, how they have enough D power to fulfill all someone's needs. Are they really happy? Are that couple really as happy as they seem? You know, that I'm getting, I don't know why that just came through, and I'm gonna go with it because I always trust what comes through. So some of you could be into poly, okay? And people like, how do they have enough D to give to all those girls? Or how do they have enough energy to do this? It must be because they have money, with the Ten of Pentacles coming through. It must be because they have, you know what I mean? That kind of thing is what people are saying. So it's like giving gossipy. This group is giving gossipy. So you have things people want to gossip about for them to be thinking of these things or saying these things, okay? At the bottom, we have the world, exactly. There's so many, you have like the whole world at your fingertips. You have so many things going for you. You're going to be rich one day. And then under the world, we have the Three of Wands, which is you're well on your way to greatness if you haven't reached it already. And that's the Six of Swords. So people could have seen you go through a lot in your life, okay, and or in your career or whatever. People are finally seeing you moving on to smooth sailing, because that is what the Six of Swords means as well. The Six of Swords is an energy of moving on from troubled waters into smooth sailing. So people are talking about how you're finally getting your life together, how your money is bringing up, how your money is getting up, you're getting your money up, how you're still a little, you don't see it happening around you, but it's happening slowly but surely. And I'm getting for a small bit of you, the people who are talking about you could be your ancestors, your spirit guides, your spirit team, and they're just like, they don't know how much abundance is coming their way. They just don't know yet, and they're excited to finally give it to you, okay? And that's what the High Priestess is saying as well. The High Priestess is an energy of not seeing things as they are, you know? The High Priestess is someone who struggles with intuition or believing that good things will happen, which is why you're stuck in this victim mentality. And it could be people around you saying, you don't realize just how good you got it, how good your family is, your relationship is, your job is, your money is, your home situation is. You don't see it because you're not thinking about it from an all-knowing, all-seeing eye, or like from a bunch of loads of different perspectives. So for example, someone who maybe lives at home, is not paying rent, most of their bills are being taken care of, and they're crying that they don't have a job, okay? And they're like, I don't have any money, I don't have a job. But of course everyone wants money and needs money. Why do you need a job if you're not paying a rent because you're living at home? If you're not paying your bills because you're living at home, what do you need the money for? So it's like there are other people who are out there homeless or struggling, who have no roof to come home to, but you have at least a few of those things to come home to, and you're just crying about not having a job. Now, of course, everyone's situation is personal to them, so you can cry about whatever you want to cry about. But people are saying, who are you to be crying about this when you have that? You know what I mean? That kind of vibe, okay? So take it as it resonates. Like I said, others of you, BDE, Vedic energy, okay? Or bad bitch energy is what I'm hearing as well. And that's a song as well. We have the Ten of Cups. It's like, I'm also hearing how people say they feel very emotionally fulfilled with you. They feel very abundant around you. They feel motivated around you, okay? So because you're doing so much, you're so motivated to have like all these different jobs or have all this money, people want to be like you when they grow up, is what I'm hearing or what I'm seeing. Ten of Cups, people want to be around you because when they're around you, they feel emotionally complete, okay? That's coming through as well. The Star in reverse. Clarify the Ten of Pentacles. Say you're losing hope on a situation in your life. This could be very like one situation that's coming through. I'm trying to like split up the cards to say different things, but it's like giving one situation. You just don't see the good, all the good that's coming your way. The relationship you've been looking for, the money you've been looking for, being able to move on from something that you may have been stuck not moving on from, you getting a new download, a new idea, and you finally finishing on a good cycle and ending that cycle with happiness, with the world clarifying the Ten of Cups, and you just don't see all the good that's coming your way yet. But your spirit team and God and everyone who knows what is coming in the future, they need to just wait and see. They're just gossiping in the freaking ether somewhere. Like, wait until group 3 finds out what's coming for them. I can't wait for them to see it. You know what I mean? They have no idea it's coming. They're not expecting it. Even their intuition is not strong enough, or, you know, we're keeping it from them for a reason. They don't know what's going to happen, you know? Like, you know, could feel something coming. You feel it coming. But just because you feel it coming doesn't mean you know exactly what it is, okay? The World card, yeah, you have the World on the string up here. I got the whole world in my hands. I got the whole world in my hands. I got the whole world. You have the whole world in your hands. I just love how you have the Ten of Pentacles and Ten of Cups. You're building generational wealth. You have a good family. You have a good home life. You have a good husband. You have a good wife. People talk about that a lot. If you have kids, they're just like, you guys are just a perfect, picture perfect family together. The white picket fence, all that kind of stuff. I can't wait for them to have a kid. That's coming through as well. You could be someone who just seems always happy and satisfied as well, with the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. We're missing all the bad 10s and we have all the good 10s here. So it's like life is going good or it's about to get good. Can I get a clarifier for the Queen of Swords in reverse, please? Why is that here, Spirit? The Queen of Swords in reverse, why is that here? We have the Queen of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles, which is coming out again, I would say, because I saw it earlier under the, at the bottom of the deck, I should say. The Queen of Pentacles, what are they saying about you? Yeah, you're being very quiet about how you're making your money, but it's like you're looking richer now. You're smelling richer, you're more happy, you're doing rich things. And people are like, how are they doing that? What are they doing? What is their job? But you're just very tight-lipped on it. You're tight-lipped on where you get your abundance from. People may not even know where you work, but you just pop out with money all the time. I love that. Be private, as you should, because you're very close off with how you make your money, which is why that's what I was getting with the Queen of Swords in reverse. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles kind of confirming that with the Four of Pentacles, which is someone who's holding very tightly onto their coin, their money, their job, their career, whatever. Like, I'm not telling you, why would I tell you where I'm getting my money from? You know what I mean? Mind your business. Can I get a clarifier for the High Priestess in reverse, please? We have the Chariot card. Yeah, like I said, there's something coming your way and you have no idea that it's coming. It's like you're chilling, walking down. I'm here, making my way downtown, walking fast, faces passing, I'm homebound. Making my way through the crowd. That's you. You could just be walking by people, and you know what I'm getting? Like a funny, giggly, inside joke kind of thing where Spirit could be like, I'm watching them pass by their future husband every single day, and they don't know that when they walk past them that's going to be their future person. That's the vibe that I'm getting. They could be watching the start of something right now, or people around you could be watching the start of your life turning great, or the start of a new, very fulfilling connection, or they're watching you about to get married and have kids and live your dream life, or they're watching you start your dream job and they know you're going to make money from it and they love that what you're doing. They just can't wait to see where you're going with your life and what you're going to do, because they know you're destined for marital bliss or emotional bliss if you don't believe in marriage, future partner bliss, life partner bliss, and you're destined for financial abundance, generational wealth, having a bunch of kids. I won't say 100 kids, having 100 kids. I don't know if that's humanly possible, but you're gonna have a whole bunch of kids and be able to provide for them, that kind of thing. You're on the road to success. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles, which is the mother. So people are wondering what you're gonna be like when you're a mother, if you're pregnant right now. People are wondering why you're saving so much money, why you stopped going out, you know what I mean? And it's not because I'm saving for a house, that kind of thing can be coming through. Yeah, you could be saving for a house, or you just bought your first house. And that's what people are talking about as well. And you haven't invited them over to your new house and they're mad. A bunch of different things are coming through, so please just take what resonates for your situation. If everything resonates, cool. If it doesn't, then take the bits and pieces that do, okay? The Nine of Swords clarifying the High Priestess with the Chariot card. It's definitely giving, like, how do people view you? I'm getting like a little bit of a headache, and I'm getting that dissociated feeling where I just feel like I'm talking enough, it's making sense, so I want to just take a pause. Clarifying the High Priestess, something is happening in life. You could be taking more initiative to actually go after your dreams and get what you want. And like I said, people are saying, I can't wait to see where they go, you know? Oh, all the places they'll go, all the places they'll experience, all the people they'll meet, that kind of thing. It's like you're sending your person off to college for the first time and you know they're destined for greatness and you're sending them off. You're just like, I can't wait to see what they do, you know? Spirit is like, oh my gosh, she's finally stepping up, or he's finally stepping up to do what they always wanted to do. This is what we've been waiting for them to do, and now we're going to send them everything else they want. So you're getting money, houses, homes, and potential long-term relationships all together. And everyone's like, I can't wait to see who they're going to marry. I can't wait to see what is going to be their forever job. Just people wondering about all the things that you'll do and all the places you'll go, essentially what's coming through here, because the whole world's in your hands. So there could be something about you coming, a big part of your life or a big chapter of your life coming to a close, with the world being the last card we pulled from in the spread. They can't wait to see the places you'll go, because it could be like you were sad or forlorn or you were lost with the High Priestess in reverse.
You go eat.
Waiting for her, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. What was I gonna say? You finally got that passion again. You were feeling lost, didn't know where to go. You were aimless, you know, jobless, that kind of thing. And you finally got a job, and it's a good job, and it's going to get good benefits. And what you don't know is that at that same job, you're going to find your person, or someone has a they're going to set you up on a date, or someone has a crush on you and they can't wait to ask you out. And Spur's just like giggling in the background. They just don't know how big their life is going to change, and just took that one step forward. You know, you putting yourself out there, getting that new job, saying hi to that cute guy, and that's all they needed to give you everything you wanted. And someone, either spirit, because they keep coming through in this reading, your spirit team, ancestors, angels, they're giggling in the cut, tee-hee, okay? Or it's people in your life who are seeing you finally make big moves, and they can't wait to see where you're going to go. This person used to not know where they were going, and I remember they used to be lost and always crying on my shoulder, and I'm just so happy for them. Like, I'm getting a little emotional. Like, I'm just so happy for them that they finally found what lights them up, what makes them happy. They found their thing, they found their joy, and they're chasing that bliss, and I can't wait to see where it takes them, you know? At the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Wands. So, like, you never gave up. Exactly. You never gave up, and you kept fighting, and now people are excited to see what happens. That's that whole loyal thing. You could have had a hard time moving on from a relationship, maybe for some of you, and you finally moving on from that relationship with that Eight of Cups in the verse is being clarified by the Eight of Wands upright. And the Eight of Wands, I mean, Ace, it's being clarified by the Ace of Wands upright. And I love how it said Eight of Wands, and Eight of Wands is things coming in fast and quick and in a hurry without you even realizing it, you being caught off guard, you know, things just like a tornado coming in, rushing over your life, clearing away all the bad and just leaving the new. So it's kind of like giving me, I'm trying to figure out what show it was from. I think it's SpongeBob. That's the first thing that came to my mind, like how something happened where in some kind of show, all the bad was sucked up and just left the good. So it was kind of like something, a tornado came through your life, and instead of raising everything and destroying everything, it just took out the bad. It took out that bad person, that bad family member, that bad job, and left you, you know, maybe with nothing. And then you get the initiative to go after something new, or try something new, that kind of thing, or like put your foot back in the race. And it's like, it's giving spirit that go ahead, or giving people your left, you know, the go ahead to say, yeah, they're finally gaining their passion back, and they're going to do something with their life, or, you know, that kind of thing. They're finally getting out of this Nine of Swords energy of not knowing where to go, or letting their thoughts hold them back from something, you know. That's the kind of energy I'm getting. So it's either people in your life or your spirit team who are saying these things. Now you're finally the main character. You're living your life as if you were the main character, or before you were acting like a side character, and they're like, where did I do that at? In your own story? You're trying to play the side character? The fat, funny best friend? Are you crazy? You're the main character, babes. Like, you're the main character. What are you doing? Like, you know what I mean? And people are saying that you're acting like the backseat character in your own life. And that reminds me of something. I, like, went out to a bar with my friend one time, and I knew she was going out on a date with someone, so I let her like have her time, and I was like being not really talking to them, like leaving her to their own devices. And then the bartender, who's also our friend, he was like, don't do that, like don't act like you're just, you know, a side character, or he said something along those lines. And I was like, wow, like I never thought of it like that. I'm like, I'm not really being that, but I'm like letting her have her own thing. But just because I knew that was happening doesn't mean I can't get up and go start a conversation. I'm not there solely for the benefit of her because she's on a date, or just to, you know, leave her. Like, I can still live too. I can still go and talk to someone else. Just because she's there doesn't mean I have to like pause my life, you know, just that kind of vibe. He's like, don't do that. Don't act like you're the side character. Like, he didn't say those exact words because he's like an older guy. He's not using the lingo we use, but he's like, don't do that. Don't play small. Don't like act like you're not there, or let them ignore you, or don't say anything. Like, don't do that. And I'm like, wow, like I felt seen in that moment, because I didn't realize I was doing it, but I kind of was, you know. But yeah, like a lot of thoughts, a lot of anxiety. You're finally coming out of that. The Queen of Pentacles, knowing where you're going, you know, having that drive and things just coming to you naturally because of that energy you're now in. You know, your vibration has cleared out. It's heightened. I was gonna say hired. It's not a word. It's lowered. No, it's heightened. It's gotten bigger, it's gotten more magnetic, and now all the things you want are coming your way because you let go of someone, you left something behind, and you took yourself out of this cage you were keeping yourself in, this jail you were keeping yourself in, with the Eight of Swords coming through. Now you could be someone who was always told to save money, you didn't never save money, and now you're someone who can save money. Or before you had a job where you couldn't save money, now you can again. Or you lost your job and all your savings went to keeping your head above water, and you found a job right when you didn't have any more money left, and now you can save again for the next time you may need that savings. You know, with the Four of Pentacles, all those things are coming through, and this got longer than I thought it was going to be, but I guess you guys had to hear that. But the world's like in very fixed energy where things are like finally moving on. You're at the end of this struggle. I'm hearing this battle, this tug of war. Because all the fixed signs, some of you could be Leos, Aquarius, Scorpios, and Tauruses, and where things like it was very stuck, and the stuck is the energy is leaving. Okay. So people are definitely saying they can't wait to see the places that you will go. You were worried for a while. Maybe you were very low vibe, low energy. You didn't know it was coming, that kind of thing. You were getting over an ex. You were trying to find a new job. Like you were scuffling. You were struggling for something, reaching for something that you couldn't quite reach. And it wasn't until you let something go that the Eight of Wands can now come in and like just give you everything you need now, you know? Yeah, people are saying you have the world in your hands and everything is possible now. They can't wait to see where you go. Like I said, you could be starting school, starting a new job. You know, you finally went off on your own and started college, and people are like, I know you're going to do amazing things. I can't wait to see where you go. Or like I said, you were struggling, you found a new job. I can't wait to see where they go. You were struggling over a breakup and you found a new person. I can't wait to see where they go. Something about here, people being excited to see where you go, but also feeling very confident in your presence, very emotionally happy and safe. And they maybe can't wait for you to find that as well. So I feel like I haven't said enough about what people are saying, and that's like a very specific message. So I'm gonna pull like maybe, bro, see, they said no. I'm gonna pull like one or two more cards to see what else needs to come through. Yeah, the Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, you know, mindless wandering, not really knowing where to go, feeling left out in the cold, abandoned, that kind of energy. You're now, and look, now we have the Seven of Cups. Literally, I'm showing it to you like you can see it. We have the Seven of Cups coming through. You have options now. You have the pick of the litter, essentially. So like now you're the lucky one, where you're coming out of unlucky streak in your life, is what people are saying behind your back, or you know, that kind of thing. You always have options. And here we have the Four of Wands, literally, which is stability. And it also represents marriage sometimes. At the bottom, that we have the Two of Wands. So yeah, you made a decision, or you're gonna have a decision coming your way, or people in your life know you have a decision coming your way. And when I turn the card the specific way, it kind of seems like there is a rainbow in the distance, and he's looking at it. And rainbows also represent the calm after the storm, or the storm passing. And like rainbows, when I was learning rainbows, when I was like in Bible school when I was a child, they were like, the rainbow is God's promise to never flood the earth again. So this is kind of like their promise that things are on the up and up now. It represents happiness, beauty, that kind of thing. Hope, essentially, as well. So now you were in like a stage of not really realizing what was in front of you, like just coasting. I'm hearing that song by Khalid, Coaster. I'm hopeless, hopeless, hopeless now. Ooh, I'm blue, blue, blue. Like I'm coasting, hopelessly, hopelessly on my something. You got me stranded. I'm blue, I'm blue. So that's the Four of Cups energy at the bottom of the deck right now. So I'm looking at it, and that song came through. So you were just coasting on life. You were like very apathetic, not really seeing the interest, seeing the happiness, and everybody's saying that you just seem like out of it, like I said before. And now you have all these options ahead of you, and they can't, yeah, like I said, they can't wait to see where you go. Some of you are really getting married, or you are married, or maybe your marriage was going through a rough patch, and now things are like on the up and up now, you know? And then the Two of Wands, you're making a decision, you're planning, you're plotting, you're setting your course, you're putting the destination into the GPS, and now you're starting your journey. That's what keeps coming through. Someone is starting a journey and people are talking about it, okay? That's what they're saying behind your back. Where before you didn't seem to be doing anything, now you seem to have like a fire beneath your butt with that Ace of Wands coming through. You've regained that passion for life, okay? So I'm going to leave you guys there. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. We'd love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading, you could always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you watch this reading. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.